Hello, everyone. It's actually Sunday, and we're here in Arkansas at a pilot resting, doing our 34-hour reset. We just came from Texas yesterday. Oh my God, it was so freaking hot. It was like 110 degrees. It was so hot. I couldn't, like, we're from Florida, but going to Texas, it's hot in Florida, but it was just like dramatic in Texas. I just was like, get me out of here. It was so hot, I wanted to just like take all my clothes off. But yeah, so we're just doing our 34-hour reset here, and then we're on our way to Tennessee, and then we just picked up another load after that, and then we're going to go from Tennessee to Virginia. But I just wanted to touch bases with Western Express. We did go there for in March of this year, so I don't know if they did any changes because now it's June. But orientation is basically the 3 days. You do 3 days of orientation. Make sure you have your CDL license, your DOT health physical thing, and the food is free. I think they give you 3 meals a day. They do put you in a hotel, but you are sharing a hotel with someone, so it's not just you by yourself. I don't know exactly. I've heard that some people were able to get a room by themselves, but I think they had to pay for the hotel to have that privacy as far as Western Express. They do hire anyone, so that's actually a good thing if you're trying to get experience. I think the pay that they offered my husband was, I think flatbed was 32 cents per mile, and I think dry van was 30 cents per mile. Like I said, this was like March of this year, so it could have changed. They could have raised the rate up. I don't really know as of right now, but the one thing is that they do give you $400 a week, but you do not get that until you're actually physically sitting down with a trainer. So they're really, I don't know what's up with the businesses, or some businesses where you have to wait. Once you get out of orientation, you pass the backup test and all that other stuff like that. Like, why does it take so long to wait for over-the-road trainer? I think that's like really kind of dumb. Like, don't hire all those people if you don't have enough trainers to actually put everybody where they need to be. I don't know. I just think it's stupid. But so you don't really get your $400 until you're actually physically with a trainer. So if you have the means to wait for a trainer, then I say go for it, because Western Express will give you the experience, because a lot of places are, especially the people that have a felon. If you have a felon, just get your feet wet and get into the door. I think Western Express, but make sure you have the means. He was in Tennessee, so it wasn't really all that great, but I've heard that the other locations that they have is actually better. But Tennessee was not all that great, and we did take, as they quote unquote, the crack hound bus. So I don't think Western Express fly people out. I haven't heard of it yet, but if you do decide to go with Western Express, I did a lot of research before my husband actually. At that time, we were just trying to hurry up and get something so that he can get in the door. So the fact was, he has a felon, so they did hire him. He had got his CDL license and everything else like that. So the only thing I didn't like about Western Express is that the pay sucked, and you had to he had to wait so long for a trainer. So you're just sitting in Tennessee, and like I said, we're based in Florida. So you're just sitting in Tennessee in a hotel, sharing a room with somebody you don't even know, and you're waiting for a trainer, and you're not getting paid. So it was that. It was like, and they didn't know. So it was just basically the unknown. I think me being here with my husband and actually really seeing exactly how things go, you have to have like a lot of patience, when you get into trucking, because even when he's out, he's gone, and I was home, it was just even like the home time, you gotta have patience because it was crazy. But we actually left Western Express because it took forever for him to get a trainer, and he didn't really too much care for the pay. I say, like, if you don't have a felon, you can be picky. So I would really be picky, really ask questions, really research. I researched the company, I've read the reviews, I even talked to some recruiters, even though I don't have a CDL license. But, you know, everybody, when you have a wife and kids or whatever the case may be, everybody's sacrificing something. So if we're going to sacrifice something, you might as well get something that's going to be worth your while sacrificing. So recruiters, some tell the truth, some lie. So just be prepared for that. You know, when you get in and they say, oh, you're going to be making, 38, 40 cents per mile. And then you get there and they're saying 32 cents per mile. Just be mentally prepared for something to not go your way, because it's crazy. I never thought that, like corporate America, I'm basically, banking is my life. So, if I apply for a job and they give me an acceptance letter and they tell me it's going to be, $20 an hour, there's no changing in that. A recruiter can't lie to me and tell me, oh, it's going to be 25, and so it's based off of that. 9 times out of 10, the recruiters don't even tell you to pay. You get an acceptance letter if they like you, and then the acceptance letter tell you what the time when you start and how much it's going to be. So therefore you it's in writing, it's on paper, and that's it, versus someone telling you, oh, if you apply here you can get 40 cents per mile, and then you get there and you sign up and you wasted all your time flying out to wherever the training site is, and then they tell you, oh, it's only 32 cents per mile. I just say, just be mentally prepared when you get in. Be mentally prepared to be away for a long time. I know Western Express training was like all together, I think like 4 weeks. So I think the first 3 days, that week is orientation, the 3 days orientation. You're doing your backup tests and anything else that they left that you didn't finish, you're finishing up that Friday. Then usually in a perfect world, you should be with, once you pass and you get hired in and everything else like that, you should be with a over-the-road trainer. So I don't know. I don't know. But Western Express is cool to get your foot in the door. But if you can afford, if you can afford the low pay just to get the experience, I'll say 6 months. Because a lot of these big companies, they're looking for 6 months to a year experience and over the road. So right now, my husband is trying to get at least 6 months experience so that we can go to somewhere that is actually more money, better benefits, and things like that. So I'm not going to say Western Express is bad or good. I'm just going to say that Western Express does give you the opportunity to build the experience, but you have to be patient, and you have to be financially stable to accept, between 30 to 32 cents per mile. I know that And this was in March of this year, 2019. So they could have boosted up. I really don't know exactly how their benefits are, but we didn't stay that long to get into details with that. But I would just say, if you do go to Western Express, you have to have patience. You have to have patience, and you have to be prepared when you're waiting for an over-the-road trainer that you have the means. I mean, they would pay for your hotel while you're there, but I think when my husband was there, he went through 3 different people in a week and a half period time. So like, people were coming in and quitting, because they hire so many people, and then they don't have enough people, so everybody's waiting. I think it was like a couple of people that waited 4 weeks just to have an over-the-road trainer. So I mean, as other YouTubers say, Western Express is not all that great, which we didn't stay, so obviously, but we couldn't afford to wait. So I would just say, just be open-minded if you're looking for something. I mean, if you're going to go with a bad company, you might as well go to a better bad company. Like, they offer you something that that's better than the other company. All companies have their ups and downs. No company is perfect. But if you're going to stay with a horrible company, at least get something out of it that benefit you and your family. However that is, something that would just benefit everybody to keep you to stay. But if you're just going there to get your experience, get paid, get the 6 months, and then go somewhere that's better, especially for the ones that don't have a felon, because the door is like totally wide open for you guys. So you don't have any limitations. So if you don't have a felon, you have your CDL license, I would say shoot for the stars. Don't settle. Now the ones that do, just get the experience and stay out of trouble, and try to have a clean record, because that matters as well. But I do want to let everyone know, please share, like, and subscribe our page. I'm gonna try to do this like Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, but it seems like being in the trucking world, you get sidetracked so fast, and it seems like you don't have enough time. Like, now I realize, like, a 34-hour reset, it's a nice little break, but to me, I feel like it's not enough time. But yeah, these truckers don't know how to, some of them don't know how to park either. They parking in stuff that has no parking spot. They're just parking in places, and now truckers can't even get out. You gotta knock on their door just to move them out the way. That's ridiculous. But I don't want to keep you guys, so I would try to post again, and I just hope you guys have a great Sunday. All the truckers out there, drive safe, and try to, don't go too fast out there. All right, bye.